I will talk only to white people about how we are going to deal with the very real problems. Look, I don't believe you change hearts. I believe you change laws, you change allocation of resources. I'm ready. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Brock Lawley program. My name is Brock Lawley. I am your fearless host. Okay, jobs numbers came out, and let's just say, in the land of reality, which unfortunately fewer and fewer people live in, but in the land of reality, it was a body blow to the ruse, the Potemkin village, the spin, the lies, that just, I don't know, I think it was yesterday, 2 days ago, President Obama was out there talking about just fantasy, full fantasy, like the guys that get together and play Magic or Dungeons and Dragons or whatnot, just that level of fantasy, just pure, unadulterated dragons and wizards and elves, and think of that. And there's no real harm in that if you're playing some sort of European board game, but it's very harmful if you're the leader of the free world in control. It shouldn't be that way, but it is. In control as like a bureaucratic roundtable of an economy, people's lives, people's livelihoods, people's businesses, entrepreneurial endeavors, etc. When you're completely delusional. I listen to these leftists. It's incredible to me that they're able to say what they say. And by the way, I'm listening to the news, and these guys are beside themselves with Trump's lack of truthfulness. They're just harping away at it. Trump, he doesn't tell the truth. He's not telling the truth, and then we fact check it, we expose it, and nobody cares, and Trump's just continue to support it. He's not telling the truth, and it's just miserable. And meanwhile, the second soundbite in the segment, you know how these like alphabet soup segments hit it like a mile a minute? The second soundbite in that same segment where they're bemoaning the lack of truth, I keep doing this, I don't know what's going on, truth, you know, T-R-U-F. That is probably how you text and tweet truth now. You know how the English language is being bastardized in the case of a smartphone grammar, where it's all like, instead of saying R-A-R-E, you're like R, capital letter R. Anyway, I'm rabbit trailing. So in the second segment to follow this whole diatribe on the lack of truth, they start talking about Barack Obama's slaying it in the economy and bringing back all these jobs and all this. I mean, it's beyond Orwellian. By the way, this week we find out that the White House has now ordered videotape to be destroyed that illuminates corruption and shenanigans in regards to this Iranian deal. This thing must have been a real doozy, by the way. You got the guy came out and said he was gloating, peacock proud about how he was able to delude the American people and specifically the press in the Iranian deal. Now they're ordering videotape to be wiped. This place is Orwellian to the definition. But to this point, I got to listen to the president talk about an economy. It's straight President Snow from the Hunger Games. It's just, our great civilization has triumphed over all obstacles to bring a great and lasting unity. All people are benefited by this unity. Cut away to the B-roll. You got kids like fighting with rats for the breadcrumbs in District 12. This is Barack Obama's delusion. This level of delusion. He's just out there, you know, a lot of reverb on the microphone, weird like red drapes, totalitarian drapes behind him. There are many jobs created. If you're not seeing these jobs, it's because the Republicans are hiding them. They have an invisible cloak. It's Trump who invented this cloak. It's hiding all my jobs. From your view, it's not that the jobs have not been created. It's that the evil Republicans and their invisible cloaks are always hindering my glorious economic recovery. By the way, there's a fourth or fifth or sixth, maybe seventh economic recovery in the last 8 years. And it's not a joke, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a joke. It's serious, because when people lose their paycheck, that's not a joke. And when 100 million people aren't working in the United States of America, that's not a joke. What is a joke is a president that, and by the way, the Democrats, again, are running. They're running on the success of this. I just predict this. I predict a bloodbath, by the way. And with all these riots in the streets, and you got Americans getting spit on, violently attacked, eggs thrown at them simply because they don't agree with leftist ideas on things. You got Mexican flags waving and people chanting America was never great. La Raza, power heads caught on videotape organizing these things. You got Telemundo staging Mexican anti-protests. This stuff is going to hand Trump the election. You have grandmothers in flyover states. You have parents working 9 to 5s. You have soccer moms at home watching the television, watching Mexican flags, watching this stuff go on. And these guys had no intention of supporting Trump. And by the millions, they're jumping on the bandwagon. Mark my words, ladies and gentlemen. Mark my words. You couple the fantasy parade. You couple the leftist Looneyville fabricating Common Core numbers in their economic tallying. You couple that with straight up violence just because they don't happen to like the other party. You couple that with blatant and obvious corruption. You couple that with a candidate that should be in prison. And I got to tell you, if the Republican Party does not win, and it's by no merit, this has been a train wreck on the Republican side. But if they don't win, the nation simply has no claim, or I guess they actually don't deserve in any way, shape, or form to pull themselves up from the ashes. Because at this point in time, that'd be like somebody coming into your house, urinating on your walls, defecating on your floor, shooting your dog in the head, walking out, telling you that he made the decor of the room all come together and that you need to reelect him for governor. That's the state of the Democratic Party. You vote for that person, and you're stark raving mad, and you don't deserve to be saved from the plunges of the bog of eternal stench that is leftist governance.
À Broclo, les productions